Live from beautiful Oriole Park, Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming your way next. And getting the start for Baltimore, Trevor Rogers. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Nathan Lucas, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And a swing and a miss there. The 1-1 is fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two down. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Struck him out without a swing. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
That misses the zone. Ball two. Just underway from Baltimore. Aye. That one finds the zone, and now 2-2. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a foul out of play. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back now at Oriole Park, and the starter for Toronto, Kevin Gausman. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat. Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One, two now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2.
Nope, that's inside.
And that's down and away. Payoff pitch. Good job to fight that one off. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Gunnar Henderson getting ready to hit.
Ball, that's inside.
And the 1-0. This one popped up. Guerrero settles under it. One away. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. And Chris, this offense is facing a defense that is well known for kicking the ball around a bit. How aware are you offensively of a bad defensive team?
Well, it's not the most important detail on the scouting report, but it still matters. Just putting the ball in play gives you a chance against this defense because they've been known to provide a gift or two.
That one fouled off. Man at first, one away. Way inside, gets out of the way. Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. That pitch just misses the inside corner. Ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
He goes down looking. Rutschman wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball.
No, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Payoff pitch. swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's 2 away.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. That one is absolutely belted, carrying well. And that one is out of here. A soaring shot to center. And the Orioles jump out in front. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
That's a ball.
The 1-0.
Aye. Ball 2.
That one
Whoa,
missed.
that pitch is out.
And there's a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Goes down looking. Baltimore with a 2-run shot this inning. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. New inning getting started. And now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez. Fouled off. He was late. Oh, 2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Oh, 2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a big swing and a miss. Rutschman on to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Fought off foul.
Nope, that's a ball.
In the air, left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And that's a one-out single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Got a change up and a pretty good one, too. Outside corner, but he just got extended and put the barrel on it. Showed he has a lot of plate coverage on that swing right there.
Now it's going to be Yohendrick Pinungo. This one smoked, could be trouble. Okamoto around third. The relay, he'll score easily. And a 2-1 ball game now.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run. As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. Challenge from behind the dish here. And it's a called strike after the review. Still 2 challenges left for them. Man at second. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Outside low. And the count is 1-2. Line drive, base hit. Here comes Pinungo. Here's the throw to the plate. Save. In comes the run from second. We are tied at 2.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
1 out man at first. Here's Andres Jimenez. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And that one wrapped foul. Tied up here in the early going.
Ball, that's off the plate.
And a 1-2. Stays alive.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Just off the
That's
inside
inside.
edge. On the ground, right side. 1 at second. What a double play that was. Inning over. Down to the bottom of the second. We are tied 2-2. Back here in Baltimore, bottom half of inning number 2, Leody Taveras getting ready to hit.
Touchdown.
Let's go, Baltimore!
Ball.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Foul ball there. And now 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him looking. That K is his third of the game.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Aye.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And a 1-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Fielder, Blaze Alexander.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Blaze Alexander. And that one ripped to left. But can't make the catch. It drops. And that extends the inning.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Jeremiah Jackson.
Yeah.
On the ground to first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. The underhand flip gets him easily, ends the inning. 2 innings in the book, and it's 2-2. On to the 3rd inning, and now for the Jays, Tyler Heineman. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
The wind to kick the 2-0. Soft contact in the air. Makes the catch, 1 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter, Nathan Lucas.
Ball.
The 1-0. Tap foul at the plate. 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Popped in the air, left field. Alexander takes it in for the out. 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now struck out swinging his first time. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. That missed by a lot. And now it's even 1-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Next pitch is outside.
Here we go, Trevor.
That one the other way. And foul ball. And there's ball 4.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center fielder Dalton Varsho.
Let's go, Orioles!
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
And the 1-0.
No, he's really
Outside.
working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Just
Oh,
missed.
that's inside.
Jesus Sanchez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And there's the automatic. Guerrero off of first with 2 away. Right through there for a strike.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the third, all even at 2 apiece. Bottom of the inning. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Taylor Ward.
Designated hitter Taylor Ward.
Ball.
Out towards right center field. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Orioles, the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Rips one to left. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the Orioles.
Here's Adley Rutschman. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Quick move to first. And he dives back in safely.
Nope.
Next
Nope,
one
that's
is off the plate.
Ball
2 balls, no strikes.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in. Elevate his pitch.
Runner on the move. Pitch
Inside, ball
inside.
3.
Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. Man at second. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Got him. 2 gone now.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
That one fouled off. Right through there for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the 3rd.
Ball 1.
And a good eye there.
Inside.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Man on second, 2 down. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1 left for the Orioles. Score remains 2-2. As we go to the top of the 4th. And now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez. Outside.
plate, ball 1.
Ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Andrew Kittredge getting loose out there. Number 48 also throwing. That's a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one misses.
Inside.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Got him looking for the K. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Yo, 1.
Ball, that's out.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That one almost got him. All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder.
And next for Toronto, Yohendrick Pinungo. He doubled home a run in his first AB. And it stays fair. Lead runner makes the turn at second. The throw in. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
This one in the air, center field. He's got it. Runner tags from third. Runner from third in to score. It's 3-2.
What a time to miss the cutoff, Boog. If he puts that throw on the money, they've got a chance to get that runner at home. Instead, a critical run scores. That could swing this game.
And the batter now, Andres Jimenez. 0 for 1 so far. Swung on, belted. That's got a chance. Out of here. The two-run shot, and they add to the lead. It's 5-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. That'll be it for Trevor Rogers, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with a new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Andrew Kittredge.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Foul ball. And he grounds one to the right side. Toss to Alonso. That's the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's 5-2. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back now at Oriole Park. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Kobe Mayo digs in now.
You know, these Orioles showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield, and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
That's a ball. That's ball 2.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. And he makes the catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Struck out swinging his first time. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Varsho under it. He makes the grab.
Up next for the Orioles, left fielder, Blaze Alexander.
On the ground, right side, Clement. They get the force. That is the inning. And the Orioles leave one. And the deficit remains 5-2. We go to the top of the fifth. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Nathan Lucas.
Well, these Blue Jays really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
The 2-1. And that is out of play. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's the first out.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
That's a ball.
Chopper to second, Jackson. To first, and the first two set down at the top of the fifth.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
2 down, bases empty. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho.
Aye.
And that one almost hit him.
Aye. 2.
Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the fifth. Stays alive. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A solo shot, and they add on. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Andrew Kittredge will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
Coming on for the Orioles, number 48. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters.
Ball, that's out.
2 down, nobody on. And another ball. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball. Save. Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
Definitely a tough play right there, and he had a little trouble on the transfer. Didn't seem to be able to get the grip and get rid of it, and that made all the difference.
So 2 down. Kazuma Okamoto now at the plate. He's 2 for 2. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. That one found hard the other way. Sanchez leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
That's ball 2.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Next for the Blue Jays, left fielder Yohendrick Inongo.
Ball.
Two on, 2 outs. Clips the outside corner, and that is strike 1. Hard hit left side. They limit the damage here. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. Now a 6-2 ball game. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Jeremiah Jackson.
You know, these Orioles need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Next pitch misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Nope, upstairs.
Fouled off left side. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
No, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
First pitch way inside, a fastball. The Orioles down by 4. Last half of inning number 5. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Takes it in for the out.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And next for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson, 1 for 2.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Nope. Ball 1.
And that one fouled off. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Ernie Clement
Leading
will
off
hit
for
next.
Toronto, second baseman Ernie Clement.
Ball, that's low.
The lefty, the 1-0.
Nope.
This one in the air, center field. Taveras on the move. One down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, shortstop Andres Jimenez.
So up next, Andres Jimenez. He had a big swing back in the fourth, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
Outside.
Foul ball there. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. Got him. Now 2 out.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Number 48 departs. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Tyler Wells.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Down the middle for a strike, and it's 0-1. Fouled off to the right. Two down, nobody on.
No. Inside.
fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Ball.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Orioles 2. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Inside, ball 1.
One now. That clips a corner. Right through there. Got him. One out.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
So now Pete Alonso at the plate. Alonso, former second-round pick out of the University of Florida. His splits between April and May there. Hit on the ground to short. Over to first. 2 away.
Up next for the Orioles, third baseman, Kobe Mayo.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Orioles 2. Back here in Baltimore, now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Nathan Lucas. Ground ball right side. Alonso takes it to the bag. That's the first out in the top of the
Next
7th.
for the Blue Jays, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And a foul ball. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center
And now
fielder,
it's Dalton Varsho.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Fought off foul. That one misses. And the count 1-2. Guerrero, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And down on strikes, 2 away. Varsho not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And the strike call will stand. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. That one ripped, but foul.
Here we go, Tyler.
Up the middle. Takes it to the base for the force out. And that's the 3rd out. Blue Jays held in check. They lead it 6-2. Back now at Oriole Park. Here's Leody Taveras. The Orioles in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. First signs of movement in that bullpen out there. Chase Lee preparing to come on if needed.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Pitch misses, and the count's even at 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Caught him looking for the K.
Up next for the Orioles, right fielder Tyler O'Neill.
The Orioles down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th.
Ball, that's outside.
Late on that fastball.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Here's a 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Alexander in the box again. Takes a strike. And that's in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Orioles 2. Back here in Baltimore, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Nope, that's a ball. That's a ball.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Two on the way. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder, Yohander Fernando.
Nope, that's inside.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Let's go, Tyler.
The 1-2. That one
Nope,
just
inside, ball two.
misses.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
3-2 now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Payoff pitch. Rips one to right. Diving. Makes the grab. What a play.
Just a great job of concentration there as he leaves the ground to go airborne to make a diving catch. That's a tough play, but he got the job done.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Tyler Wells is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching.
Coming on for the Orioles, number 66.
Number 66.
He last pitched 2 days ago. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Outside
Ball one.
low, ball one. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the eighth. No question about this one. It's out of here. He'll touch them all. And they boost their lead. It's 7-2.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Well, you can see he was out front just a little bit. Maybe didn't recognize the changeup earlier, but he got the bat head to it, hooked it down the line, and was able to keep it fair for a long home run. Really impressive.
Aye.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball one.
Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Keegan Aiken, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Swings and misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That one inside. Look out. And it remains 2-2. Got him swinging. Toronto extends the lead on the solo shot. It's now a 7-2 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for
Back
Toronto.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Chase Lee.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Jackson.
Hey. This one in the air right field. Full extension, makes the catch.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it. Maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
Bounced up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Up next for the Orioles, the shortstop, Gunnar
2 outs, base is empty. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 3. Hit hard on the ground to short. That's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Back now at Oriole Park. And now for the Jays, Tyler Heineman.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Alonso takes it in for the out. And there's one away.
Oh, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Hey! Here comes the 0-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And the 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Vladdy,
That's a ball.
the next to hit, takes ball one. And that one
Ball
up
two.
and in. Look out.
Outside, that's a ball.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Second walk of the game for him,
next
and
for the
he's
Blue
been
Jays,
really patient at the
center
plate.
fielder
The game
Dalton
plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
That one fouled off. Guerrero off of first with 2 away. And there's a foul ball.
That's ball two.
Got him. Third out. One left for Toronto, but they're still on top 7-2. Bottom of the
Leading
ninth.
off for the
Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Rutschman.
That's a ball.
Ball to strike. The pitch. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed him. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Clips the corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Now he's challenging the called strike. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Swings over the top of that one.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
For the Orioles, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Sliced hard but foul.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
One down, base is empty here in the ninth. That's to third. Okamoto throws to first in time, and that takes care of Alonso.
Up next for the Orioles, third baseman.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Chase Lee gives way.
Now pitching for
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Yariel Rodriguez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Orioles down to their final out. Now, Kobe Mayo.
Ball inside.
And there's a strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
The Orioles down to their final strike. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long